Hello everyone, welcome, hope you're doing good. We're continuing our Quran annotation review, and we're in Nisa, Surah 4, picking up on number 34. Before we begin, A'udhu billahi minash shaitanir rajim. Bismillahir rahmanir rahim. Okay, 34. Men are the protectors and maintainers of women, because Allah has given the one more strength than the other, and because they support them from their means. Therefore, the righteous women are devoutly obedient and guard in the husband's absence what Allah would have them guard. So I know some people who are very lazy in their thinking are going to say, oh, obedience is slavery. But here's the thing. I've had a lot of dysfunction in family structure and relationships. And what I've come to realize, that if you're actually in a healthy relationship, you're already kind of obedient, right? Now, I know there is a lot of women who actually really enjoy making their men beta boys. And there's a lot of men, sadly, weirdly, who like to be dominated by a dominatrix or overly alpha female. Now, that's a niche example. Let them do them. They want to be weird, let them be weird. But here's the thing. A lot of women actually will cheat on those men whom they've made obedient and subservient to them with an alpha male who treats them like trash. This is a pattern I've noticed a lot. So, from my understanding, how the Quran has made me grow is realizing a healthy relationship, you already are in sync. You're already like, hey. And honestly, like, let's say, for example, I'll take a small example. Let's say there's a guy, you guys are like, where are we going to eat? And the women are like, I don't know, wherever you want to go. And then they're like, oh, I want to go here. And you're like, I don't like that, let's go there. And sometimes, even I have felt, you get exhausted where somebody's like, I have to make the choice. Like, man, just pick it and I'll go. Like, let's just go. Let's go. Right? Men who always overly like make the women choose everything, I've noticed, as I've felt, but I've also seen others, people, they get tired of that. It's like, take the lead, man. Be the man, be the chief, be the leader. It's not saying women can't do it, but there's just something there. Is like, the woman, like, you're home, you're doing your duty, you have your own little side hustles. There's a lot of ways women can make money but also maintain the home. And to me, when you're devout, it just means you love that person. Like, you care for them. You're a team. You're a unit. But sadly, today, more and more people are going on to hookup culture. And some men idolize, and even some music artists idolize very jive women. Women are just in your face, right? They get their long nails, scratch men up, smack them around. The men just look, and then they like, oh, she's just crazy, bro. She's just crazy. It's like, yeah, I mean, you want that in your life. And then other women, they'll pick men who they constantly have to try to change and scream and yell at. You get what you get, man. You know what I mean? So I'm not mad at this verse. A lot of feminists today, though, they'll really hate me for saying that. But I was very disobedient, very dominating, and I had relationships where I was just too dominant, and I really started to be, that person was handsome, other people wanted them, but I was like, the fact that I can dominate this person so utterly, it makes them like a worm, and then I feel like this is not healthy. It's really strange. So I bet you there's other women who understand where I'm coming from. More of an equal relationship, but obedience should come naturally if you're in a healthy relationship where you vibe. Like, cool, you want to do that? And then both of you kind of vibe off each other. That's what I think. And guard in the husband's absence what Allah would have them guard. So what's interesting about this is it actually talks about the strength of women. Not only do you guide the finances, not just spending on your man's credit card or having a joint bank account, which is a huge, huge red flag. Never would I ever have a joint bank account with anybody. But a lot of people have that, and then the women spend more than the men, and they don't guard their man's finances, and they complain why there ain't no money when the bills come around, right? And For example, Abigail Adams, the wife of John Adams, who was a founding father in the 1700s, she had, and others, you have to have a weapon in the home. British soldiers can show up and do weird things. You never know who's going to be at your door. You got to guard that. Today, there's a lot of women who think, I can't handle a firearm, I'll never need it. I'll simply hide and call the police and wait for the police to show up. Here's the thing, though. You gotta have something. This world, we got what? Over 30 million people unemployed. And on unemployment. There's gonna be a lot of people who want to have their lifestyle back, and they're gonna rob and jack whoever they gotta jack. And it's up to you to guard your bank accounts from weird hackers and from physical predators who are trying to steal your car, break into your home. I mean, there's tons of YouTube videos on how quick it happens. And sadly, on death row, we see what happens when the women have no weapons and when those men are apprehended. And you read the crimes of what happened to them once they were caught by the perpetrator who tried to break into their home. So, when I read this, notice, men are the maintainers, women are the guarders. Boom, unit right there, right? It's beautiful. As to those women on whose part ye fear disloyalty and ill conduct, admonish them first, next refuse to share their beds. Again, if I really like somebody, and I did something messed up, right, and they deny me their bed, for the first week, I might be like, it's fine. I might even say something really vulgar, like I can handle it in other ways. Maybe push them to get angry. But then if they continue in there not allowing me in their bed, right, I would probably go nuts. You! Listen. Just kidding. But, again, it works. Some women say it wouldn't work. But I have a feeling it would. I honestly think so. If you're attracted to your mate still. If you're kind of bored of your mate, it might not work. And last, beat them lightly, but if they return obedience, seek not against them means of annoyance. Now, I know a lot of people are going to take that out of context. But again, I know this is talking about Muslim women who are already pretty chill. Most of them that I've seen. But if my brother, if he had a woman who was smacking him up, a ghetto jive chick, right, she hadn't fully reformed her character, I'd be like, you want me to handle it? Or you better handle it. And I know a lot of weird people say a man should never hit a woman. You just haven't met enough crazy women. You just haven't met enough crazy women. I've seen what it's like when women get beat, when women beat on men, and I've just seen too many examples. So again, some women can be very mentally abusive to men. Horribly abusive. Just their beauty just has them like right here. And they just toss them around by their yanker. Just whoosh. So again, you gotta be careful. And remember, some women pour drinks on men. They key their car. They take a baseball bat, bash out the back of the car, stab the tires, take all their clothes, throw it off the balcony. I've seen too much. Literally too much to ever say to myself, there under no circumstances should a man ever defend himself. So again, yes, I understand there might not have been as many crazy women back when the Qur'an was revealed. But again, it can go through different time periods, right? So it's so easy and so lazy to say, oh, look at that woman, she's petting a bunny, and some huge meathead comes and smash, 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 and then be like, oh, that's holy. That's what people imagine in their head. You just haven't seen enough crazy women. I don't even know what to say sometimes, because some women get right up in the face of men, just and they even chest bump some men. And I'm like, oh, jeez, man, like, whoa, take it easy. But that's what happens when women have to be the man in the household because there is no man. They become overly in your face, and then when they get into a good relationship with a chill man, that high energy they have is then put upon that man. And it is true, though, that some men, they are very over-dominant. They had a crazy wife. They get a good woman, and then they treat the good woman just the same as they had the crazy woman. So, again, it's a life. It's a test. We're all in the pool. We're all in the pool. But I'm not going to get upset about it because I've just seen too many crazy women. And I myself have been crazy and had craziness put upon me. So maybe that's why Allah put me in those situations, man. So I could learn and be like, I'm not gonna pearl clutch. Oh, he said to hit a woman. Be honest. If you live in America, come on. You've seen some crazy women. I mean, Cardi B bragged about drugging men and robbing them. And she met with Bernie Sanders, the person who I wanted to vote for presidency. A presidential candidate met with a woman who robbed and drugged men for a living after she was prostituting herself to them. So, and she's very ghetto and jive herself. Very not classy. There's a lot of not classy women in the world who think by beating and dominating men you're more feminist and alpha. Again, though, that's when you get in here and you talk about loyalty and, you know, when you're in a healthy relationship, you're loyal to that person. There's a lot here you can analyze, right? For Allah is most high, great above you all. Look to Allah. Hope you get a good relationship. If you're in a bad one, I feel bad for you. But again, like I said, there's a lot of crazy women in the world. That's how I read it.